Hello, my name is Roy Johnson. I'm the National Sales Manager here at John I. HAAS. I'd like to welcome you to the 2020 harvest. A little bit different this year, not like we've had in past years. So our goal is to bring the harvest to you. We really appreciate what you guys have done for us over the years. So again, we want to have this experience in your backyards where you're brewing your beers. Today I've got Michael Ferguson, who's our head breeder, and I'd like to introduce Michael and have Michael tell a little bit about himself. Michael, thanks for being part of this, and tell the audience a little bit about who you are.
Yeah, so I've been at HAAS about 5 years now, and I manage the hop breeding efforts for HAAS and their through the partnership with HBC, the hop breeding company. So that's my role here, and just overseeing the efforts. Basically, right now, we get about 6 weeks to select things, so it all comes down really to this key month of the year to really get everything knocked out, and especially this year is going to be a little more challenging than usual, but
okay, yeah, this is unusual circumstance. Mike, experimental fields, I know our customers are always interested on the scope, size, and process that we do with experimental. How big is the operation that we have out here for our experimentals?
Probably this site alone, this is on the Golding's farm here. It's probably about 30 acres. Wow. And this is just testing anything from a single hill up to a 7 hill to say a 1 acre grow out of an advanced line. Yeah. And then probably another 20 to 30 acres outside of this farm for HBC as a whole.
That's nice, because I know with the HBC we've had Citra, Mosaic, Equinox, Laurel, Sabro, and now we're still working with these numbers, so between 692, 586. Any other new ones that you're kind of excited about that you might be coming up the chain?
Yeah, definitely. If this would have been a typical year, we have 4 varieties that we're really excited about. Okay. They need about another 1 or 2 years on agronomics, but we have a few acres planted of them, and we are sampling those to brewers.
Mike, thank you very much. What I'd like to do now is introduce you to our assistant farm manager, Pete. Pete, I got a question for you. This has been a very challenging year in a lot of different ways that we've never seen before. I know there's been a lot of questions on labor. Where do you see that we stand right now from a John I. HAAS perspective on labor this year?
On labor, we're doing real good. All our employees that usually work with us, they're real happy working with us, and they're coming back. As of now, I'm getting another crew that I usually get during harvest. And we're gonna be harvesting clusters first, then we're gonna go into cascades, and then we'll be rolling. This year looks like we're not gonna have to stop after we finish picking the first variety. We're just gonna keep rolling, picking through until we finished.
Pete, thank you for your time. You did a great job there, and I know everyone appreciates what you're doing there. What I'd like to do now is introduce this to our agronomist, Marissa Porter. I know that you're a really valuable asset to our group. I know people know that you're a valuable asset. You're an agronomist. What is an agronomist? A lot of people hear that word, hear that term, but they really don't know what it is. If you can kind of tell the people really what your role is and what an agronomist really does here at John I. HAAS.
My role is kind of scouting, and I'm in the fields every week, obviously seeing how things are going, seeing what pests are out there, seeing what crops might be behind or are coming along really well. We do ripeness sampling starting a few weeks before harvest, where we go through and take cone samples and then dry them and send them to the lab for oil and alpha analysis, and then we also look at dry matter content to determine when exactly that variety in that field specifically is going to be ready for harvest.
Marissa, a lot of good things going on here at the farm right now and this year. What are you excited about? If you can kind of tell us what's going on here, what's kind of showcasing that from your perspective that I think the brewers would love to hear.
I'm excited about 630. It's looked really well all year. The 586 is also looking excellent. And the 692 also looks really good this year. Citra is doing excellent this year. Our Sabro are a little less full, but overall everything looks really good. It'll be interesting this year without all the brewers. Harvest is going to be a lot quieter, but I'm excited for it. It's going to be a good harvest.
I'd like to thank everyone once again for being part of this 2020 virtual harvest experience. We really miss you guys, and we look forward to seeing you guys in 2021. So until we see you guys in the coming months or next year's harvest, stay safe, make some great beers with some great hops, and take care. Thank you very much.